Hey bad publicity fans, this is Mark from My Size Hedge Fund. We're back with another game with PTD's Nasir. Find ourselves up against HB today, which could be a better matchup, I think. Hopefully some clickable ice. And our opening hand is actually quite good with Magnum Opus, so we're going to have no money issues, which is a surprise. Drug Dealer and Da Vinci as well. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. We're going to try and rock it. Hopefully we won't need the Plascrete. Maker's Eye is always good as well. So they kept their hand, but using Jackson to maybe tidy it up a little bit. So I think we actually start kind of slow for Nasir and just take a little bit of money. Possibly should have thrown down the Da Vinci and gone for a run on R&D, but we'll see. So we're seeing subliminal messaging early, which could indicate that they're playing Jeeves, which means this is actually quite important to us. So with 2 credits, let's stick down Da Vinci and let's go for a run. Let's go HQ. Okay. So we're going to get stopped by that. But we gain a credit, or a couple of credits at least, which is alright. So with 3 credits, not a lot we can do here. SMC is nothing to us at the moment. So I think we just keep drawing. Hopefully we can find some answers soonish. Faust and things like that are not going to like this appearance of next ice. Well, they're going for it. So I mean, we could use SMC. What kind of thing are we dealing with here? Could be NAPD, of course, in which case they can just let us through and we can't steal. If we put down Film Critic and run, it's Turing. It's not great for us, but I think we try it. Mother Goddess. We get money at least. But that will be the end of us. What can we do with this money? It's kind of a strange position to find ourselves in. If we run here, chances are we're going to lose money, so that's not ideal. We could run and trash the Jackson. Maybe that's an idea. I think I will. I'll draw one more and then run the Jackson. Never the Eyes is actually really good. Faust will be much happier with Never the Eyes and Mother Goddess. And we'll throw away the Plascrete. Hopefully we don't need it. And at least next turn then we'll lose our last credit. But we can take a look at R&D and see if we can get anything there. Money at the very least would be nice. Efficiency Committee. Even more justification that we think it's going to be a Jeeves deck. So we could run here and make sure it's not like a small piece of ice that's going to stop us. 2 credits. They certainly can stop us, but let's just take a look for 1. If nothing else, we get another counter on Da Vinci. We can money up and run again. So, do they want to go broke to stop us seeing 1 card? Nope. Blue Love Clearance. Not much good. So our choices are money up, Maker's Eye. We can draw. Try and find breakers, maybe. Or memory. At the moment we're kind of awkwardly positioned with an SMC in hand and no way to put it down. I think we money up and try and cut them off the source. At the very least we bankrupt them, get a bit of money for ourselves. So we're going to see Blue Love Clearance, which is really, really good for them, especially with the suite that they've kind of got out at the moment. But at least at the same time we're getting a counter on Da Vinci. We've gotten to a point now where Faust will be free, assuming we can find it in time. Targeted marketing. Right. Although what do you call against this deck and an X bronze, which we really don't want to see. And we'll put down same old thing. We don't want to lose the diesel, so it's not a good idea to do the Never Dies just yet. But hopefully soon. Interesting. You'd assume this is Jackson, but why have they put it over there? So there's money up. Faust is actually really, really good. Okay. Inti is fine at the moment. We only have so much memory. So let's take a look at HQ, I think. And we'll pop the Da Vinci for free. And we'll get rid of our other Plascrete. So unfortunately we're showing that the Mother Goddess isn't much good to them anymore. No, that's 2. Of course. SMC. That is worse for us. Let's take a look at R&D. No, we've seen R&D. Let's just draw some more. And is Inti going to be much good to us? It is free. So that is something. Maybe just another same old thing. There's the Jeeves. So, I wonder if they're Maker's Eye. Yeah, that's safe. That's a safe enough bet. But they're going to ice up R&D anyway, just in case. So we can take a load of money and run and trash Jeeves, which it's not all that exciting, but maybe it has to be done. We don't really want more next ice resed. So I think we do that. And thankfully the drug dealer will keep ticking away with getting us cards. Find ourselves another Da Vinci. But fewer places to attack now. Hostage might be alright. Could find ourselves a Katie Jones, but it costs 2 clicks. Might be a bad idea, because we do need money. Unfortunately, it's not clickable ice, which means we do need cold hard cash. Is Da Vinci the way to go, though? Because we do know next Silver's about. At least Inti can break for just a credit each time. Chameleon's a good card to have. I think we just go Inti for the moment. Let's hostage to get out. Beth? Beth's not bad. Or drug dealer, which will just get us a lot more cards. It's a tough call. At the moment, bet doesn't do a lot for us, but maybe it'll force them to play around. Unfortunately, with things like biotic labour and all that, you can. I think Beth, good card. And unfortunately, we can't afford to install, so possibly poorly timed. Sorry about that. There's our astrolabe at least. Archive memories for Jeeves, yep, that makes sense. And unfortunately, it's all too easy now to be scoring out of hand. So take money, we can put Beth down. We can take more money and put down astrolabe. At least gets us one more memory to play around with. Jackson. So now they could be digging. So do we run archives or do we take a look here? And now we hit that interesting dilemma for them possibly, where we have some breakers down which require cash, but they have this unres card which will give this extra subroutines, but it'll also give us money to possibly break it. And we do have legwork. Getting ourselves an extra card, which is excellent. So I think we just money up and try and legwork and cut them off at the source somewhat. And this is Nasir and Faust now just going to be trashing everything that we may or may not need. Yep, that's kind of what we expected to see. So 3 strength. Kind of wish I had that never the eyes down now. So we can break 2 inti and 1 Faust, which I think is going to be the net celebrity. I think. And hopefully we see some good things here. They've done a lot of drawing, not seen too many agendas. And with G's on the table and an efficiency committee scored, you have to feel that they were trying to draw for an agenda. Nope, just a second Jeeves. There we go. Food is good. Trash the targeted marketing as well. And biotic labour. Okay, so not the most exciting that it could have been, but at least we got an agenda for our troubles. It's getting more tempting. Player operative. Unfortunately, you don't get to bypass that restriction. So you'll have to have made a run on HQ. So you can't shut down Caprice straight away. But I hadn't been surprised to spring upon someone who thinks, hey, I can just hit them right here, res the Caprice, and you say, nope. Throw this down from hand, and good to go. So here is one of the most lambasted cards of recent memory, algo trading. In this deck it actually kind of works, because Nasir doesn't really have a lot of money, but you can get this taken away and hide your credits from the drug dealer, which is the important bit. Now, is this an agenda? You'd imagine not, with the biotic labour and all that. It could be second Jeeves. So we want to have... We want to have 2 credits to be able to show onto this. No, sorry. We want to have 3 credits to show onto this. So how do we do this? Credit up, and then Algo and Da Vinci. Oh yeah, of course, discard. I don't love how expensive study guide is going to be. Hunting grounds, maybe? It doesn't seem like they have too many on-encounter effects. Or networking. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be taking tags. And it's unlikely that they're going to tag us, so I think we get rid of that. A boot camp, okay. Well, that ties in well with the next dice. So they can get stuff raised for cheap and also boost subroutines and all that. Unfortunately, it turns off our ability. So that's a good play. I like that. $15 credits though. And that means we get an extra click. Thank you, Beth. So let's store our money here. None for the drug dealer. Free drugs. So if we money up, we need 4 credits to go through this. We could money up and Maker's Eye. Pay 4 through this. And then hopefully not too much through the next card. So that means we don't get to hide credits as well. Two, 4, 6. We could pop this. Head down. If it's next silver, it's going to be inconvenient. Maybe we just chill for a moment. Maybe we actually pop the Netrunners eyes here. No, let's go with our initial plan. And Maker's Eye. So we pay 4 through this. It's costly. It's getting more costly all the time. But now we might get free credits. Architect. And we have to get rid of quite a few cards now. So let's trash political operative. Let's try... Oh wait. Oh yeah, we have nothing on Da Vinci yet. Wishful thinking. I think study guide and hunting grounds, because this is just going to take too long, I think. At least chameleon. We can get down to deal with the architect. It's cheaper as well, so I think that's what we do. I think study guide is the one to go. And hopefully we see some good stuff here. Another, we just keep seeing Jeeves. He is here to haunt us. So unfortunately there's no point in running and trashing that. It's way too expensive for us. Sense of deja vu here. And a Jackson. which we can trash. Brings us down to 1 credit. We can magnum opus, bring us 3, which we can then store on this. So yeah, let's do that. So we don't want them drawing into answers too quickly. At least 1 Jackson is in the bin. And the flip side of this is that we find out what we need to get through things. But unfortunately they're getting their score here. There's a Vitruvius with a counter, which means they can get the Jackson back. Oh dear. Okay. So what's our plan? They can either get Jackson back, or they can salvage something that they might have trashed earlier. Tough spot. How much more do we need? So we have plenty of same old things. I think now is the time when we net ready eyes, at least saves us cards on architects, things like that. Chameleon is a good thing to have though. So maybe we run archives. Hopefully get a counter on this, which we can use for Chameleon, just to get it to hand. We can net ready eyes and work from there. Draw, run, net ready eyes, credits. No, let's run let's draw 1. Yeah, okay, that's somewhat disposable. Just don't be a next silver or next piece of ice. Okay, that works well for us. And will they use Vitruvius? Nope. So what did they get rid of? Cyberdex is there. Nothing all that interesting really. So I think now we throw down the Chameleon. Just because it's free. We'll choose Sentry. It's not going to matter this turn really. Let's net ready eyes. Well, we kept the useless one. Levy would have been nice to hold on to just to have it really. And let's draw 1. So Chameleon comes back, we can get it down no matter what. Another architect. So architects everywhere, but they're now poor. So unfortunately Beth is not doing too much for us at the moment. We can target this at HQ. And then it only costs us 1, which is actually pretty nice. This does cost us a fair bit though. So 4 and 1 plus the install. Means we're probably not going at it this turn. So let's just install these 2 bits. And our drug dealer is going to be furious. Another Maker's Eye. Okay. I'm probably not cutting them off the source here though. 4 credits. They can't really afford to defend this. So is it just a Jeeves? Is it a Jackson? Could be a global food, but they can't really keep us out at the moment. So if I want to go here, there's currently 4 credits plus chameleon stall plus 2 credits, so 4, and we'd like to do Maker's Eye. So that is expensive. We do have the money on the algo trading, so that's not bad. Maybe we take a look at server 7. If that whiffs, we can Maker's Eye and see what we see. Try and at least make them spend some money, which they may not do. Could be just Jackson at the end of all this. Or another Jeeves. Sure. So instead I think we just money chameleon and run again. So we'll be up to 12, 10, 8, and more than enough to get through. And we have the other algo trading to go down if we want. So let's sentry. And let's Maker's Eye one more time for good luck. And doesn't really matter. So 1, 2, 3, 4 subroutines. And then 2 more for chameleon. And hopefully this time, well, we know we can't see of Jeeves this time at least, which is a small virtue at least. But biotic labour just keeps cropping up again and again and again. And finally rewarded. So slowly chipping away. Very, very slowly. And you can be sure this is the next silver, which means things are getting very, very expensive for us. This will be up to 5, 10, eesh, 12 plus getting chameleon down in the first place. It is brutal. In hand we know they have a Jeeves, and how many biotics have we seen? That was the next silver they drew. They've used a biotic. So even their hand probably isn't that stacked with things yet. So I think we're going to go for second pass almost. In which case we need to money up so that we can same old thing, levy. Though it might be good to get like cyberpunk, things like that down as well. So if we are going to run, well, it'll be the same old thing. Legwork, I think, is the most efficient way to do things. So I think this turn is just going to be money up, put this down, and I don't know, draw. Yeah, we can pitch one of the drug dealers. It's kind of that rough spot in between things where we don't want to take more money because we're just going to lose it anyway. Additional cards are always a bit sketchy as well. But probably the right option. So they're drawing through the... very much through the lock. Would it be worth the legwork now? And if so, what's the best way to go about it? This is probably another next piece of ice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment. So this is 5. This will be 2, 7 total. Meaning it's very, very difficult to work up the money to get a same old thing legwork off. And unfortunately, if we are going for it, this is probably the best time to do it. I think we're just short though, so instead we'll have to just get cyberpunk down and be ready for it. So we can match that cyberpunk for HQ. And take a credit so that we can use this again next turn. But yeah, trying to get up to the money to do the same old thing, anything, is a little bit of an issue at the moment. We can, of course, never the eyes. Oh yeah. Can they close it out here? Looks like they can. Oh no, okay. So 6 points. Now they did a lot of drawing. And only 9 cards left here as well. So, which serves us better? R&D is really, really expensive. But if needs be, we can trash 6 cards to get through. Alternatively, we can go HQ for essentially use this and a card for Faust. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 credits here. But that'll be credit up and try and snipe 1 card out of hand. It's pretty miserable. We can of course try and take a turn, but that seems like a bad idea. So I think we just go for the 1 snipe and hope for the best. In fact, because injection attack costs money, we're going to just have to do it the hard way. So let's run HQ and push our luck. Faust for Never Dies. We can boost with the injection attack for free. And trash the SMC. Then we go through and spend all our money. But at least this is taken up, so if we do survive this turn, we might be able to put on the pressure that we need on R&D or something like that. But now we're kind of going with a 1 in 5 run and hoping for the best. Unfortunately, whiffs on us. If you haven't read it, I would recommend checking out the StimHack article on where the wild agendas are. It's an interesting read that kind of makes you a bit more conscious as to where agendas are at any point in time. Something I need to think a little bit more about. I've said in the past on my own videos that HQ can be a bit of a blind spot for me. To kind of work on that, I put in Bagat into pretty much every deck going for a while. And it definitely encouraged me to run over there. But in this instance, it doesn't work out for us. So we're going to find out if we missed. Unfortunately, we were kind of building towards a same old thing legwork or a same old thing maker's eye. Ah, nice. So unfortunately, it was a top deck. We needed a couple of more turns. Everything hiding in R&D. Yeah, we seemed maybe a little unlucky on the multi-axis that we did get off. It's a tough deck to play, but makes you think about a few different things. You'll play cards, such as algo trading, that you may never look at. It's worth a try. It's worth a try. And this was an interesting little match as well with Executive Bootcamp and everything out to nullify our ability and also get next dice up and rezzed. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. This match was probably a better showcase than the previous one, but I hope you enjoyed. And thanks very much.